with the latest data. And then, of course, the team will be in all night long through tomorrow, tracking this hour by hour.
May not need the alarm clock tomorrow morning.
Mother Nature might wake us up. These
Provide
are
that.
probably going to be very efficient lightning makers for sure.
Interesting. All right, Scott, thanks. Well, happening right now, Arvest Bank kicked off its 15th annual Million Meals campaign this week. NWA Food Bank and the Fort Smith Regional Food Bank both partnering with Arvest Bank for the annual initiative to fight hunger in the regions they serve.
Arkansas is actually #1 in the nation in food insecurity. We're much higher than the national average, and there is a real need for food, for education, for opportunities for people right next door to you, right in our communities, in our schools. And I think it's really important for us not only to practice what we preach, to support our communities, to drive change in our communities, and to try to encourage others to do the same through donations, volunteers, and awareness.
Through its 15-year history, the Million Meals campaign has provided more than 25 million meals and collected more than $4.5 million in donations.
5 News coverage of the Razorbacks is sponsored by Arvest Bank.
After losing to, and no, this is not an April Fool's joke, Missouri State last week, the Arkansas baseball team bounced back with their first sweep over Vanderbilt in Nashville since 1994. Now they are back in Arkansas to face Grambling. Notice I said Arkansas, not home, because the second-ranked Razorbacks are facing the Tigers in North Little Rock at Dickey-Stevens Ballpark, a ballpark they are 11-2 all-time at. This one just got going, but I will, of course, have those highlights for you tonight at 10. To a different diamond now, the 13th-ranked Razorbacks head into a huge series this week against the second-ranked Florida Gators. But they do so with the newly crowned SEC Freshman of the Week on the roster in Ella McDowell. The infielder earned the honor after posting a .429 batting average with 3 hits, a home run, 3 RBI, and a perfect fielding percentage in the team's series sweep over Kentucky this last weekend. From base running to just basic running, Sanu Jalot Lockhart also caught the eye of the SEC last week, and she was named the conference's runner of the week. Jalot, like the Black-Eyed Peas for the Razorbacks in the 97th Clyde Littlefield Texas Relays, because she just kept running, racing in 3 relays, including a collegiate record-setting effort in the 4x800, in which she was the anchor. She also anchored a runner-up performance in the sprint medley and was the leadoff in a 4x400 victory. As for someone who led the women's basketball team, Izzy Higginbottom will get the opportunity to show the country what we already knew. She is an all-star. The nation's 3rd leading scorer at 24.4 points per game has been invited to and will be playing in the nationally televised 2025 Lilly Women's College All-Star Game. The senior and top scorer in a season in Arkansas women's basketball history will be one of 20 stars getting to showcase their skills on April 5th on ESPN2 at 2 p.m. Well, with spring break concluded and the kids coming back from Cancun or whatever other sunny destination they were vacationing at, spring football practices also resumed on the Hill, and the work on revamping the offensive line continued. Last season, the line averaged about 3 sacks per game. So into the portal, line coach Eric Mateos went to see who he could find to provide better protection. And he found a centerpiece in Central Florida's Caden Kittler at center. Well, with the Knights, Kittler helped pave the way for an offense that averaged almost 450 yards per game while giving up less than 3 sacks per outing. The Dallas native came to Arkansas to be close to family, but also because of his relationship with Talon Green.
Met him on my visit to Boise State in high school. We've been in contact since. So I actually stayed with him first couple weeks here. Seeing him away from football as well was really big, you know, in that relationship process. He's an expert at what he does, or at least he tries to be. So, you know, that's inspiring with me getting in the playbook and everything like that.
Excited to see what they look like all gelled together on that offensive front. We're off to a commercial break. When we get back, one final look at the forecast coming up.
5 News is sponsored by the new